Hello, babies. Your Mimzie's here. I got my McDonald's Diet Coke in my fancy cup. Don't ask me how many times a day I go to McDonald's. It's not my business. And I'm just getting Diet Coke. I'm not actually eating all that food. Anyway, we got a book to read. It is a cloudy, it's a beautiful day with some clouds. And I don't even feel too hot for it to be the middle of July. But we're going to read one of my new flea market books. I'm so excited. Farmer Brown shears his sheep. A yarn about wool. If you don't get it, I'll explain it to you. A yarn is a story or a tale about wool, and that's what we make from the sheep yarn. I know jokes just aren't as funny when you have to explain them, but sometimes we have to explain to learn. And here's our opening page. Let's see, this is written by Terry Sloat and illustrated by Nadine Bernard Westcott. That is a fine, commanding, powerful name. Look at this. This must be the farmer's house. Uh-oh, he's checking out his calendar, and it says, shear the sheep. And it's springtime. But it's not springtime at Mimzie's house. It is deep summer. But I love summer. It's my favorite. I don't care if it's 112 degrees. As long as it's not 112 in the house. So, Farmer Brown was shearing sheep, piling up a snowy heap of wool that filled his shed knee deep. Oh, we got poetry today. Clip, clip, buzz, buzz. He took their wool and left them fuzz. Oh, I see his hiney. I gotta show you all that again. That's funny. That little sheep's hiney is naked as a jaybird. And look, here's the farmer, and all the sheep are looking at him. He filled his bags up one by one with fleece, but when his work was done, clouds had covered up the sun. The sheep saw all their wool in sacks. Bah, they cried, we want it back. It is their wool. It is their wool. Soon the farmer's sheep were shivering. They followed him. He was delivering all their wool to Mr. Green. So he packed it up in the wheelbarrow and was taking it to Mr. Green, who washed it out. Had to clean all the lanolin out of it and combed it clean because they might have had some stickers in their wool. Comb pull, he cleaned and carded all their wool. That's it. I've got some of these. I should have brought those out to show you. Their fleece made such a fluffy stack. Oh, they cried, we want it back. They look like they're cold, but it's springtime. I hope they're not too cold. The sheep went running cold and shaking behind the farmer. He was taking all their wool to Mr. Peel. See, he's got his baskets of clean wool, and they're falling right behind, just a shivering and naked. Who owned the finest spinning wheel, twist hum, what had their fleecy fleece become? Look, he took those piles of fleece and made something different out of it. Is that yarn? From fleece to yarn, it stretched and changed. Bah, they cried, our wool looks strange. Chilly sheep with goosebumps crying rode right behind the farmer, flying down the road to Mrs. Muller. These sheep are serious about the return of their wool. Oh, here's Miss Muller, who changed the yarn from white to color. Dip, dye, drip, dry, the yarn grew bright before their eyes. Ooh, that's pretty colors. Do I see my favorite color? My favorite color is aqua. Oh, this one in there. There's my favorite color. And while it dried upon the rack, one sheep cried, "Bah! Let's take it back." Ooh, mischievous. He said, take it. He not want it. What's this? The farmer asked his sheep. You've tangled up from head to feet. You're shivering cold and turning blue. They made a mess of it, didn't they? A real huckabug. So back to Farmer Brown's they flew, all tangled up in the yarn. He found his favorite place to sit, and Farmer Brown began to knit. Knit, pearl, the farmer's fingers looped and twirled. Mimzie doesn't know how to knit. I can crochet a straight line, or even crochet a hanger, but I can't. I've never made anything. Let's talk about quilts, though. I can quilt. Crowded on the porch together, trembling in the nippy weather, they watched him knit, and when he quit, he put a sweater on to fit each sheep, and then he buttoned it. Look, he made sweaters for the sheep out of their wool, but now it's all colorful and fancy pants. The sheep grew nice and warm again in brightly colored cardigans and patterns made of red and green and all the colors in between. Now they're colorful. Now each year comes shearing time. The sheep wait eagerly in line to feel the clip and hear the buzz. And wear bright sweaters over fuzz. That was a cute story. I like this story. And I do love a wool cardigan. I'm a big fan, but not as much as I love you.